Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski, I'm a Chief Analyst in Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is Daily Analytical Report. So let's look for decent trading occasions. Today the main, let's say, topic is the comeback to the safe haven assets. So we have decline on stocks, and safe haven assets like gold, Swiss franc, American dollar are gaining strength. So a good old school safe haven assets buying. A long time no see. And that is one of the main principles in trading, that when we have troubles on stocks, safe haven assets are going up. And today we do have an example of that, and it is interesting, especially that it's Friday, so the end of the week. So we are fighting for the weekly candles. And if the weekly candles will close like that, like we are in the places today, we will get a confirmation of very important long-term trading signals, especially on stocks or, for example, on the euro dollar. So let me show you in the detail what is going on the market. But first we need to start with the calendar. In the calendar, we had the pack of data from China. So GDP worse than expectations, industrial production worse than expectations, and retail sales better than expectations. Still to come, in 3.5 hours, we'll have retail sales and inflation from Canada. So if you want to trade on the Canadian dollar, and you're afraid of the volatility, that's not the best time to trade. If you like the volatility, that's the place to be, especially the inflation data. Obviously, it will be in the same time, but if you like to feel this thrill, this emotions with trading, associated to trading, so a bit of excitement, and you like to feel a little bit of you want to be scared a little bit. This is the place to be for you. Data for the Canadian dollar. I have to tell you something about that, because in my trading I try to exclude, I try to limit the amount of emotions that are coming to my head. And I think it's the way to trade. It's the perfect way to trade. So avoid emotions, get rid of emotions, and flawlessly follow your system, your strategy, without any emotions, without fear, without greed, and other factors that can affect your head. And I focused on that for many years, for limiting emotions, and that's what I'm trying to. Well, I'm not trying. I try to be humble, but I'm doing that. I removed all the emotions from my trading. As it is Friday, we are fighting for the close of the weekly candle, but we also need to see what is going to happen next week. So if you want to open a position today, you need to know what is going to happen. So as you can see, Monday, easy. Tuesday, easy. Wednesday, important data only for the Canadian dollar. So a press conference, rate statement, and look at this. We are expecting, traders, the general consensus is that we should get interest rate rise in Canada from 1.5 to 1.75. On Thursday, rate decision from Eurozone, statement, press conference. And on Friday, inflation from Japan, GDP from US, and personal consumption expenditures from US. So next week will be relatively quiet week. With that being said, now we need to move to the charts. I think that one of the most important trading signals can be seen on DAX. We got trading signal last week when the price broke the neckline of this head and shoulder formation, left shoulder, head and right shoulder. And so last week ended with the sell signal, and this week ends with the confirmation. So as it often happens, broken support, this yellow area as a support, has to be tested as a resistance. And this test happened here. So the broken resistance was tested as a resistance here, and we got a bounce from this resistance, and the price went lower. So that is a proper trading signal, confirmation, negative sentiment, bearish signal, you name it. On the daily chart, on the weekly chart, it does not look good for the buyers. That looks like an invitation to go towards 10,000 points. So stocks are going down, but in the same time, safe havens are going up. So we do have this symmetric triangle here, then an upswing, breakout of the horizontal resistance, then a flag, and the flag should end up with the breakout of the upper line of the flag and the continuation of this movement. So this week we were locked inside between 23.6 and 38.2, but most probably we will end this week with the positive approach and the price and the high chances for the price to aim 38.2. So in my opinion, we should get there really soon. Euro to Swiss franc. Euro to Swiss franc is an example of a safe haven assets, safe haven demand, because we have a Swiss franc which is getting stronger for the past few days. What happened here is the bounce from the long-term horizontal resistance, 38.2 Fibo, this support, this support, this support, resistance, resistance. That's the one, so a bounce from the resistance. Also we have two formations, so a pennant, breakout of the lower line of the pennant, and a flag. Flag should result with the breakout of its lower line. So far we are inside of the flag, so we don't have a sell signal from the flag itself, but we will get a sell signal from the flag once we will break its lower line. The sentiment is negative, and we should see the continuation of a drop. That is my outlook on the Euro to Swiss franc. Now, let me show you Euro to Swiss franc, because Euro dollar, after the breakout of this pennant, testing that as a resistance, we have a drop. First support broken. And yesterday we broke another support. And today we tested that support, broken support as a resistance, and we got a drop. The price went for those lows from the 9th of October. We did not make new lower lows, so that is definitely a support right now. The sentiment is negative. We do have a high chances for the price to aim the lows from the middle of August. Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar. I like this one personally. Unfortunately, I didn't open a position today. That would be a great one. Well, you see, sometimes it's like that. So actually I'm gonna remove those because they may be just confusing. Here, 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 here. This is an H4 chart. Let me show you the daily. Upswing, left shoulder, head, and the right shoulder. Neckline. Broken neckline, tested as a resistance, and the shooting star. Closer look, the price bounced from here, bounced from the 38.2. So now we can remove it, and bounce from the horizontal resistance here. We can remove it just to make the setup clean. Uptrend as well. So that is a sell. Head and shoulder formation, broken uptrend line, broken neckline, test as of the neckline as a resistance, boom, and a drop. About the potential target, yes, you are right. This is the potential target for this movement. Daily high 70 pips, take profit 160. Still, potential profit is higher, twice as big as the potential loss. That is a good risk to reward ratio. There is this support here. I would wait for the retest of this one and then a drop, because now the price is a bit too low. But the sell signal is definitely one of the strongest one on the market. And I'm very happy with that. Well, I don't have this position, so I'm not totally happy, but I'm happy because we were telling you about this setup for a long time. S&P 500. So now we are back. Well, there is no sell signal, but we are in a kind of negative sentiment here, because we broke this horizontal resistance. We tested that as a support, but we failed to hold this as a support. And now this area is more or less resistance, which indicates which indicates the willingness to test this horizontal support again. That's not the best technical setup that we have, but the situation here looks bearish. American dollar to Canadian dollar. Look at here. Here we said that we are expecting the upswing. Obviously, it does not matter if, I'm sorry, here, if this line will be like that, like that, like that. It's about the direction. And the upswing happened exactly after our daily analytical report. The thing is that we almost broke the neckline of this inverse head and shoulder formation, but we did not break the upper line of the flag, this flag. And we said that you should go long. Well, you should. You can do everything, so we cannot tell you what you should. But from the technical point of view, it would be nice to open a long position, not only after the breakout of the neckline, but together with the breakout of the upper black line. Okay, after the breakout of the upper black line, going long would be quite an interesting option. American dollar to Japanese yen. Buyers failed to hold above this horizontal support. Then today we are using it as a resistance. This situation is not so technical anymore, so to be honest with you, I don't see any trading signal here. There's kind of a head and shoulder pattern, but we're just at the top of the right shoulder. Breakout of the neckline and the uptrend line would be very, very bad. But for this scenario, we still have to wait a lot. So it's not like this scenario is very likely to happen. No, it's just like somewhere at the back of my head that we have this possibility of the head and shoulder pattern. But apart from that, no idea from my side about this instrument. DAX, you know, gold, you know, euro to Swiss franc, you know. Oh, maybe we'll have the breakout as we speak. Oil is going lower, another day, another drop. So we are very close to aim this ultimate horizontal support here. Now, why ultimate horizontal support? Because we have a combination of few factors. So we have a combination of the correction equality pattern, uptrend line, and a horizontal support. Just from the curiosity, let's check the Fibos. No, 38.2 is much lower, so here that also can be an interesting support. See, support. We will see. Now we are on 23.6, and we see that the price is kind of respecting this area. Australian dollar to American dollar. I was waiting for the price to get there. Even yesterday, we did daily analytical report here. I was waiting, come on, a bit higher. But the price went down earlier than I thought. Maybe they will try one more time. Why? Because this is an ultimate long-term downtrend line, the most important line in 2018, because it connects lower highs since the January 2018. And here we had a flag, downswing flag, downswing rectangle, downswing, well, like a double top, downswing flag, downswing. And now we also need to shape something like a nice pattern. Maybe the pattern will look like that, and that will be a flag again. And breakout of this line will bring us a sell signal. So in short term, I would like to see the rise, but just for the purpose of selling higher with the better price, because the long-term signal sentiment is negative. Canadian dollar to Japanese yen, that's a head and shoulder pattern. Right shoulder, and it does not look good for the buyers because that's also a flag, so downswing flag, downswing. But it's a situation on daily and actually on weekly, so we still will have to wait for the outcome of this. And DAX dollar index, I'm sorry, what DAX? DAX was already here. Nice recovery from the drop seen here. And now I'm gonna show you something. So we have a lot of things going on the market, on the chart here, right? A lot of lines. Maybe you get confused. Look at this. I always try to make trading as simple as possible, so we don't need those lines anymore. But what we need is only one line. You know what line it is? It is a neckline of the left shoulder, head, and the right shoulder. And the price getting here will be a beautiful buy signal for the American dollar. Where is, okay, here. Yes. Euro to British pound. Instead of a flag, it's kind of a pennant. So let's play this game. Let's play the pennant game, why not? And we'll see where it will go from here. Breakout of the lower line, boom, drop. Most probably. New Zealand dollar to Swiss franc, that's beautiful. Ascending triangle, breakout of the upper line. And also, I was telling about that for a long time. Inverse head and shoulder pattern. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, breakout of the neckline, breakout of the downtrend line, ascending triangle. Though only bullish factors. and we have new highs. We're on the highest levels since end of August, which is pretty good. Do we still have a good risk to reward ratio? Buy here, stop loss 60 pips, take profit 160. Still good risk to reward ratio in my opinion. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, the battle of safe haven currencies. Japanese yen is winning this one. This is this instrument where we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 days in a row, bearish days in a row, 2 days of a correction, 2 bearish days, and buyers try to defend the support, but the struggle is real here. Maybe they will finally succeed. British pound to Japanese yen. So you see, I was expecting that here. I was even trading that, but I got a stop loss here. Well, what to do? Sometimes it happens that you set the direction right, but you get stop loss on the market. Sometimes it's happening like that. You cannot do anything with this. You just have to live with that. So I think I sold here, so my stop loss was here. Anyway, with this, the sell signal is on. Bitcoin froze, but froze on a level below the previous one. We all remember this upswing, then a reversal, and then Bitcoin froze here in a sideways trend. Yesterday, at the end of the American session, breakout of the lower line of this pennant, and now we are one floor lower, which is not good, obviously, for the buyers. But if you follow us for quite some time, you know that we are not, in general, optimistic about the price of the Bitcoin. I'm not talking about the technology or future possibility of the price aiming $1 million for one Bitcoin. It's more about the technical situation right here. Right now it's a descending triangle, and most probably we should get a test of the yellow area again soon. Next one is Nikkei. False breakout here. The price is aiming the long-term uptrend line. Tested that once, tested that twice. Breakout here will bring us a super strong sell signal, and to be honest with you, we are not that far from this breakout. We are not that far. Nasdaq. I seldom analyze Nasdaq, because in my opinion it's enough to trade S&P 500, but I turn on the Nasdaq because this decline was led by the technological companies, and Nasdaq is the technological index. So I wanted to show you that, but now it makes no sense to follow this, because simply I don't see any good pattern there. So guys, those were the instruments that we focused on this week. Let me quickly recap the situation for you. So euro dollar, that is sell, not much to add here. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, that is very technical sell. S&P 500, no signal. American dollar, Canadian dollar, no signal. Watch out for the data later today in 3 hours. American dollar, Japanese yen, no signal. DAX, sell. Gold, rather buy. Euro to Swiss franc, sell. Oil, no signal. No signal. No signal. No signal. No signal. Buy. New Zealand dollar to Swiss franc, no signal. Sell. British pound, Japanese yen. Bitcoin, sell. And Nikkei, very close to sell. Thanks very much, guys, for attending the daily analytical report. I hope you enjoyed that. And well, last report this week. So enjoy your weekend, have fun, get some rest, and I hope to see you on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday next week. We will look for proper trading occasions again. So thanks, all the best, and goodbye.